Good afternoon, everybody. It's great once again to be bringing you live coverage of Liverpool FC Women as they take on West Ham United at St Helens Stadium. Of course, in midweek, Matt Beard's side fired 5 goals past the Hammers in the Aon Women's FA Cup. Well, today it's the Barclays Women's Super League, and it's tight at the top. Liverpool just a point ahead of West Ham United. Well, alongside us for this one today, delighted to be reunited. It's been too long, hasn't it? It's the goal machine, fans' favourite, Natasha Dowie.
Really excited for the game today. I think it's a tasty one, especially after the midweek game. Obviously, Liverpool going away to West Ham and winning 5-0. West Ham will not be happy, and they've made 5 changes today, and I think they'll be coming here looking to, make sure they do the business. But Liverpool should be full of confidence after that performance. And
if we take a quick check on the league table, I mean, it's pretty tight in there, isn't it? With Liverpool, as I say, just ahead of the Hammers in the table. They beat them in midweek in the Cup. Could do with 3 points here.
Yeah, it is. It's a must-win. And I think if you look at it, form-wise in the WSL, it hasn't been great for Liverpool. I think they've lost 5 out of their last 6. However, West Ham haven't won in their last 11 away games. So it really is a massive 6-pointer for both teams if they want to then start really pushing up that table.
Right then, folks, okay, well, it's time to take you back to Wednesday night. The Adobe Women's FA Cup 4th round rearranged game down there at the Chigwell Construction Stadium, and enjoy a 5-star Liverpool display. So fantastic start here by Liverpool, some great goals going in there. An own goal put Liverpool in front. Look at this, Tash, from Olivia Smith. Look at the pace, look at the power, look at the run there from Leanne Kiernan.
Yeah, they connected very well, and I think that's why probably they both start again today. And I think if you look at it as well, 3 of the goals came from set pieces, which I think Liverpool have to try and do today. It's a weakness of West Ham's, and 2 from counter-attacks. And I think with Olivia Smith, you always know you're going to have that outlet.
I mean, that's a straight red card, and I think rightly so. I think that's a bad high challenge on Taylor Hines.
You loved them back in the day. If Becky Easton was doing that type of tackle, you wouldn't be saying that.
But West Ham down to 10, and then Liverpool scoring again. Grace Fisk against their old club.
Yep, she's looked really good, really good, and I think in that kind of central position of the 3, very good on the ball, great leader at the back.
And then look at this for a lovely assist by Sophie Roman-Hogg, and this is a lovely story. Lucy Parry at the club since the age of 7, her first goal.
Yeah, it's great to see. She's someone that's worked really hard, been struggling a little bit of injuries from the start of the season, but gets her start, gets her goal.
That's a lovely set piece. Great ball in by the new on loan player Julia Bartel, and Sam Kerr, the Scotland international, first goal for the club.
Yeah, she's slotted straight in, and I think she's given Liverpool those legs. Kerry Holland is an engine as well, but Kerr just sitting and kind of supporting that back four, I think, has worked really well. And then Herbinger, with her technical ability, it's a nice balance in that midfield.
It certainly is, and Herbinger, a real quality player. Liverpool have missed her through injury, and Matt Beard has had to, reorganise as the 2 teams come out onto the field here at St Helens Stadium, of course, with the Jerry's anthem ringing out behind the scenes. The Liverpool fans, I can tell you, over the far side of the field, scarves behind their back and singing loud and proud. It all adds to a terrific atmosphere.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And when I look at the lineups, it is going to be a tasty game today. I think West Ham have brought in a lot of experience today with the likes of Zadorsky as well, someone that's played in the league over in America as well. But I like the balance of this Liverpool team. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is there's not been many changes, so whether or not West Ham will have fresher legs. It's a big ask because a lot of these players played midweek, having travelled to West Ham, but then Beardy has a strong bench that he can call upon.
Yep, absolutely he does. Right then, folks, we will have a quick little check then at today's 2 lineups in full, starting with Liverpool. And I can tell you, Matt Beard has made 2 changes from that cup win against West Ham. Tegan Micah returns in goal. Lucy Parry starts, of course. No place on the bench for new signing on Friday, Alejandra Bernabi. Not quite up to match speed just yet, but Sam Kerr preferred in that midfield area to Fuka Nagano, who was ill and missed the cup tie with West Ham in midweek, of course, in the FA Cup. But as Matt Beard has rightly said, if a player misses out, someone else comes in. They've got to fight for the places once again, and that's what it's all about. That's what the manager hasn't had this season with the injuries they've had. Sophie Roman-Hogg again on the bench today for Liverpool, continuing to manage her fitness. Big player to look out for, Olivia Smith. She's been kicked all over the park this season, but she still comes back for more. I want to look at West Ham United side. Well, Rhian Skinner, who was the former Tottenham manager, of course. She's made 5 changes to the 5-0 loss to Liverpool. A change of goalkeeper. The Poland international Kinga Semic comes in, and 2 new centre-backs as well, including a full debut for Eva Nyström, a Finland international recently signed. So a debut for her alongside her fellow countryman Una Siren in the centre of the midfield. Big dangers to look out for, the likes of Vivian Asai. Always seems to have a good game against Liverpool, the French player on the right, and Rika Ueki, who in the past 2 seasons in the away fixtures at West Ham has had a bad habit of scoring very late equalisers against Liverpool. But it's Liverpool against West Ham, a big chance to bounce back. It was a disappointing weekend, no doubt about it, last week at Leicester at the King Power. The girls need to bounce back today, Tats.
Yeah, they do. They need to take momentum now from that midweek win. You know, we're on a good cup run at the moment in the FA Cup, but league form hasn't been good enough. And you know, with obviously how well the team did last season, you know, this is a must-win. You know, the home territory. You know, we need to make St Helens our fortress, and I think today needs to be the start today. And
maybe Beardy now, so he's got 3 players in on loan in January, which is fantastic to get some new additions into the squad. Maybe he might look at some continuity of consistency in selection, because Liverpool have made more changes to a starting 11, more than any other team in the WSL. 27 going into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's spot on, and I think the only team still to not kept a clean sheet. So that's something that last season was our strength. So I think you see here similar starting 11, 2 changes. Players can start really building relationships, and I think that's really important.
So before we get underway, the players, staff and officials taking a knee. No room for racism, discrimination of any kind. And I know the goal machine, Natasha Dowie here, is keeping a close eye on Leanne Kiernan today. You know, she's hasn't scored in the WSL yet this season. She scored a good goal in midweek. Look, promising her partnership up front with Olivia Smith. So you'll be keeping a close eye on her today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that as a striker, you just want to keep playing. You know, and Leanne has been a bit in and out with injuries as well. So to get that goal, them 2 linking up nicely, you know, long may it continue. So it's nice to see them both starting again today.
Now, Hanshaw at the back trying to turn it away for West Ham. Jenna Clark challenging Ueki. There's Fisk, who scored against their former club in the Cup in midweek, of course. Here's Sam Kerr. Just a little awkward bobble as she tried to break away. What's the difference in the Cup game midweek? Liverpool got that early goal, didn't they, after 3 minutes?
Yep, it's key. It's absolutely key to have a good start, and who can win that midfield battle, which I think Liverpool did win the other day. Gorry's influential in everything that West Ham do, so they need to keep her quiet. But I'd love to see Liverpool get at this back four. I think pace-wise, that's an area I think Liverpool can hurt. Zadorski's not the quickest. I don't know really, I haven't seen a new player play much, Nyström, the other centre-half, on her debut, but test her early.
So important as well, wasn't it, at the start of the year, to get that first win in the WSL at home. A good performance against Brighton. Evans, loose from Gemma Evans. She didn't look there, played it straight to Martinez. Martinez, here's an opportunity for Pubel. Good turn by Pubel, and Fisk blocked it. But Evans has given it away again, straight to Gorry.
Yeah, it's not a great start, you know, early on, giving away unnecessary possession, and that can build momentum. That can give, you know, West Ham a little bit of hope. So, you know, Gemma Evans, to be fair, she had a decent game midweek. So she just makes to make sure first couple of actions, they have to be positive as a player.
It's a big win against Brighton here, wasn't it, Tats?
Yeah, huge, really important. But again, it's that consistency, you know, go and win against Brighton but lose against Leicester. So I think that's why you need to start getting a few back-to-back wins.
Here's Zadorsky, the Canadian, holding up Siren. Zadorsky wide towards Asai. Dangerous ball over the top, covered by the Liverpool skipper Taylor Hines. Zadorsky again. West Ham with the early possession here in St Helens Stadium. Denton plays it forward. Smith and Kiernan on the chase. Zadorsky. Of course, the teams drew 1-1 in the league early at the start of the season, but here's Shakira Martinez breaking away, the former Eintracht Frankfurt forward.
Yeah, strong centre forward. You know, it's just time to run a little bit offside there, but again, with that back five, I think we look very solid. I like us in the back five. I think it makes it really hard to break down. But also looking at West Ham, they really commit numbers forward, and there's so much space in the channel that if they do turn over the ball, Smith, Kiernan, that could be something that Liverpool can really exploit.
Jenna Clark joined Liverpool from Glasgow City. Sam Kerr, Scotland international on loan from Bayern Munich. Hines. Herbinger, good play. Kerry Holland. Marie Herbinger again. Here's Hines. Smith, first opportunity for Olivia Smith. Herbinger again. Kerry Holland. Well, it's unusual for Kerry this season, attached to Wales International. Last season she scored 5 goals from midfield. She hasn't scored yet. Playing a slightly different role, I know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that's probably somewhere that Liverpool have struggled. You know, I think last season goals kind of came from everywhere, from up front, in midfield, even actually in defence as well. Whereas I feel like maybe it's been a bit more focused on, just to be honest, Olivia Smith at the moment. But even then, you know, really nice play, patient play. But then, you know, forcing the ball there, I think that's where Liverpool need to recycle, look to keep possession a bit rather than just trying to hoof it into the box.
Now Anouk Denton, back to the debutant, the Finn, Eva Nystrom, recently signed. Nystrom again. Serena Pubel, the Swiss international. They've actually got 10 internationals, full internationals in their team, including the Australian international captain Katrina Gorry in midfield.
Yeah, I know. I was doing my homework thinking that, and I think it is getting harder and harder now for the young English players to kind of get game time, and you can see that's why they go on loan a lot. And you know, even with the likes of what Chelsea have brought in, more internationals now want to come and play in the WSL because it is the best league in the world. That's
a good ball by Fisk to Lucy Tarry. Good forward play, good attacking. Kiernan playing against her former club today, Leanne Kiernan. Clark swung in. Away by the debutant. Herbinger. Fisk. Kerr. Kiernan. Sorry, went right through her there.
Yeah, and silly foul as well. You know, I think West Ham need to learn lessons. They conceded, like I said, from 3 set pieces, 3 corners. You know how good Herbinger is over the ball, with the likes of Jenna Clark. You know, Fisk's good in the air, Gemma Evans. So to kind of give away a free kick so early on, you know, happy days for Liverpool. But West Ham need to make sure they don't give away cheap fouls like that.
Yep, so an opportunity here. And certainly Marie Herbinger, the Austrian international, will take. Fired in. Will come out here towards Hines. The Jamaica international now, Taylor Hines. Herbinger. Good running here by Sam Kerr. He's got a good football brain, Sam Kerr. And winning Liverpool again, another silly free kick.
Absolutely. It must be so frustrating, you know, for the manager on the sideline, because it is just the same things again and again. But you know what's quite interesting, Steve? I feel like Liverpool now have been a bit more direct from set pieces. I don't know if you remember, maybe a month or so ago when we were covering games, they always played short from set pieces. And I think maybe Sophie Hall being out injured is why they didn't want to just force it straight into the box. But I think it's a massive weapon of theirs, and I definitely think they need to be more direct. And again, great opportunity. It needs to be a better ball. The first ball wasn't as great, so better angle here down this left-hand side in swinger.
So an opportunity here. Hines or Herbinger. You'd fancy Herbinger, which it is. It's a great ball in. It's cleared. Comes out to Smith. Lovely turn. Can she get a shot away from a tight angle?
Really good start by Liverpool. This is exactly what they needed. You know, first 7 minutes, they've already got this is their 3rd corner now in the row, getting half yards, getting shots off. You know, West Ham have dealt with it pretty well. That's a great defensive header there, back post. Good ball in by Herbinger. But Smith there, picking up balls in and around the box. And you know she's got a great shot on her, trying to get half a yard. And again, let's see what they can do with this corner.
Well, a change of corner taker. This time an in-swinger from Taylor Hines for Liverpool here. Great ball in and got away by the keeper. Half clear, Kiernan's in there. The Hammers scramble it clear. Herbinger. It's a great ball in again and well taken by Kinga Simic.
Yeah, really close. I thought Gemma Evans could have got a head on that there, but inches away. You see here, it's a brilliant ball by Taylor Hines. Whipping it in there, getting it on the keeper, and I think that's an area that they can hurt them. But you see Gemma there, almost inches away. The keeper does well to get a punch on that.
It's a decent start for Matt Beard's team. Put 5 past West Ham in midweek. And the FA Cup. And that FA Cup tie, by the way, it's a 5th round tie next week, next Sunday, when the Reds go to face Rugby Borough.
Really good draw. You know, no game's easy in the FA Cup, but I think if you look at the teams that are left, we've definitely got the easiest of the draws. So this is what we need this year. We need a trophy. You know, the league is obviously not in the equation now, but if we can win a trophy, I think that's really important.
They play on a synthetic 3G surface, Rugby Borough. Back in your goal machine days in Widnes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not ideal, but great for them as well to be able to play against people at Liverpool. And, you know, for them as well, financially, I'm sure that will help them as a club.
You didn't mind it. You've
No,
got a shed load on that 3G pitch. Here's Parry. Gemma Evans, lifelong Liverpool fan, Wales international. Fisk.
I think it has a nice balance, though, when you look at it. Gemma naturally left-footed, Jenna Clark very comfortable on the ball. These three at the back, I think Fisk as well, so calm, can play left foot, right foot. And I really like the way Kerr's just fitted into that midfield role. I think she's really brought a lot of experience. She talks a lot. I think we look really solid with her in there. I've been actually really pleasantly surprised. I haven't seen a lot of her, but I've been impressed with what I've seen.
You have to say it's been a decent transfer window for Beard. He's got all right loans, but three young quality players.
Yeah, absolutely. Chelsea doing all the hard work, doing the recruiting, and then we're picking them off. But no, absolutely, and hopefully they can have a strong impact for us come the second half of the season.
Olivia Smith putting pressure on the West Ham defence. Nystrom, Smith did well. Parry trying to get forward here, and Hines haven't had the opportunity to swap back to their normal full-back positions yet.
Great pressing though there by Liverpool, and that's what I like about Olivia Smith. She doesn't want to just do the forward stuff. She also gets back and does her defensive work as well. You see here, you know, doesn't let anyone have any time on the ball. I think that's really important, and then they'll create a lot of chances from pressing higher.
Only 20, Olivia Smith. 5 goals so far this season, 4 of them in the WSL. And statistically, she is the most fouled footballer in the WSL.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Nicole Rosler, you know, back when we played, you know, created so much for us, won us so many penalties, free kicks.
No one could catch her though.
No,
she was
absolutely
lightning
not.
On the left wing. Lightning. Kerr getting back to do the job that she's doing, and doing it very well. Here's Fisk. Good ball. There's space for Lucy Parry. Forward to Holland. Good defending by Fisk to snuff out the threat of the dangerous Ueki. Clark. Kiernan coming short. Herbinger picks out Hines. Probably shouldn't have lost it there, really.
No, absolutely shouldn't have. You know, it's a good ball out to her. She controls it well, but then she needs to use her body there better. You can see Denton's coming in. You know, has to step across, get her body there. It's a poor place to lose the ball now. You know, West Ham are a lot further up the pitch and can have opportunities to create stuff.
Going to face extra competition. That's what Beardy wanted in all positions, and he's got it now. Didn't really have any left-back cover. Gemma Evans could play there, but she's better as a left-sided centre-back. And Alejandra Benabi, young Spain youth international, good player.
Yeah, that's important as a player. You know, you don't want to feel like you're just comfortable and you can play 90 minutes week in, week out. You need to feel like you've got that competition. And I think now Liverpool do have that in all areas.
There's Una Siren, the Finn.
It's a young team, though, when you look at this Liverpool team. I'm pretty correct in saying I don't think there is anyone over the age of 30, or the majority, you know, are in their 20s, early 20s. So it really is a team that if they can stay together, this could be a team really for the next 10 years or so.
Absolutely. Yeah, look at the ages. The oldest is probably 27.
Yeah, wow.
Keeper, Tegan Micah. You got Tegan, 27.
Yeah.
Grace Fisk is 27. And Kerry Holland too.
Yeah. No, it's young, and you could see that over the last couple of seasons. That's what Matt Beers wanted to do, to bring in like the future and to be able to grow something. And it's important, but you've also got that experience still. Your Gemma Bonners, your Neve Fahey's, Rachel Laws, on the bench that can help and mature these players and allow them to grow.
You look at the youngsters. Smith, 20. Herbinger's only 23.
No, it's brilliant, and they all play, to be honest, with real maturity. You wouldn't look at them and think they were that young.
Still goalless here in the WSL so far. Denton back to Nystrom again. Zadorsky. Hanshaw. Intercepted by Sam Kerr. Hines. Now Evans. There's Jenna Clark.
I think that's a great thing, just watching there, Kerry Holland. She's always going to stretch, and I think she's so important for this Liverpool team.
That's a lovely ball by Kerr to release Herbinger. Still Marie Herbinger. But unfortunate that. The deflection. Smith. Lovely play by Olivia Smith. Herbinger. Evans. Beardy wants them to get wider. There's Clark. Parry. She got a Asai here. Lucy Parry at right wing back. It's done well to get a corner.
Yeah, positive play. 1v1. Asai is a good player. She's quick, she's strong, but I like that Lucy Parry thinks, right, I'll have a go. And it don't have to get past her, but she's won them another corner. And again, Liverpool have looked really dangerous from set pieces. Taylor Hines' last whipped in corner caused them a lot of problems. So same again, pile in. Let's see if we can get something on it.
So Hines, as Tat said, last corner, caused no end of problems. Still awaiting the breakthrough here at St Helens Stadium. Taylor Hines to swing it in. Punched by the goalkeeper. Okay, just couldn't quite get the touch she wanted. And a foul by Fisk.
I was going to say I didn't really see much advantage play there, and the refs realised that. And to be honest, it's a little bit of a naughty tackle there by Fisk. I think it was probably a bit unnecessary as well because they had bodies behind the ball, but she really is quite late there. Again, it's a great ball in, whipped in. Keeper does well again, but you can see here Kerr's just tried to set it but hasn't. And if you can see here, she just completely swiped her. And I think I'd be surprised if she hasn't got away with a booking here, to be honest. And that's a sore one. Looks like a bit of a dead leg.
Yeah. She hasn't been booked yet, by the way.
You could call it a professional foul. I think the referee might be walking over towards her, or maybe she's getting away with it. I would be surprised, though, if that wasn't a yellow card, because really, there was no ball taken there.
I think Beardy was just asking because CB fall on the touchline just to quicken up the play. She's having a word with Fisk.
Yeah, looks like she's.
I think it's got to be a yellow card. Yeah. Don't think she can have too many complaints there.
No.
Fisky.
It's been pretty even start to the game, hasn't it? First 20 minutes, no real crazy opportunities in front of goal. Liverpool definitely with the set pieces have had a look to real threat. West Ham again, not really creating a lot, have been pretty disappointing the first 20 minutes. I think losing 5-0 at home, being knocked out of the cup, you'd think they'd come here today really wanting to, prove a point and get back to winning ways. But I think it's been a bit flat from them, if I'm being honest. So, probably Liverpool better of the two teams at the moment.
You sense the first goal could be real key today, don't you?
Huge.
In a game like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think both teams have always looked pretty strong then when they've gone on. Gori, I've played against Gori many a times in America and Australia. She is actually someone that you probably don't want to be putting a tackle in, because she's someone that's actually, she'll mark the cards now and know that Fisk is maybe due a tackle back. So that'll be quite an interesting one to see how she responds, and if she can respond, because she does look like she's in a bit of discomfort, to be honest, there on the sideline.
So still goalless. Neither goalkeeper called into action just yet. Oh, dangerous ball over the top. And Taylor Hines made the mistake. Pubel's got away. Martinez. Good play. Asai! Oh, chance for the French international Vivienne Asai.
Massive chance. Yeah, huge. Brilliant play by Martinez. I've been really impressed by her, the German forward. She looks really strong. Lovely hold-up play down the right-hand side. And you see here, great touch. And then just dinks it up and holds it up. And to be honest, it's great technique. If anything, she's probably just hit it down into the ground too hard. So that's half a chance for West Ham's top goal scorer. She's been in great form this season. So warning signs for Liverpool.
So big opportunity there for West Ham. Best chance of the game so far. Here's Kerr. That was Gori back on the field.
Told you she'd get angry.
Of course, we always love to have you with us on this coverage, Tash. You're still really enjoying your second season as club ambassador.
Loving it. I had a trip to Eindhoven midweek with the men's first team, so that was brilliant. You know, not the best of results, but nice to see the youngsters get a run out, and was chatting to Arne Slot on the way home on the plane, talking about giving him a game of paddle sometime soon. So, yeah, still living the dream, Steve.
Brilliant. Love that. Denson gets it back again. Good challenge by Hervinger. Hines. West Ham, Martinez again, carrying a real threat, the German. Towards Ueki. Good covering there by Clark. Had to be, really.
I've been really impressed with Pubel as well. Is it down here on the right-hand side? Yeah. Really impressed. Her and Martinez, their link-up play. They look like they've got a really good partnership.
Oh, Martinez dispossesses Herbinger, gets the shot away. And Tegan Micah on the stretch.
Yeah, just a couple of moments now with Liverpool. I think they just need to put the foot on the ball. You know, Tegan, take your time here. There's been a couple of half chances, a few little sloppy giveaways, unnecessary, which have allowed West Ham a couple of opportunities in front of goal. So Liverpool now just need to get on the ball again, start building momentum.
That last chance, Tats, actually came from Taylor Hines' throw-in.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Beardy's been mentioning about that, because we've given a few goals away from our throw-ins recently. Got to cut that out. Here's Kerr over the top towards Kiernan.
Yeah, she hasn't had much of a sniff yet, Kiernan. After 20 minutes, they've marked her pretty well. To be honest, both of the forwards, Smith as well. You know, she's been probably Liverpool's best player this season so far. And I think as the season progresses, teams will double up, triple up on her, because they know that she's their threat.
Holland. Good play. Hines. Plenty of red shirts in the middle. Here's Smith. Came off worse in that challenge, Olivia Smith. She's still down. Looked a foul on Kerry Holland. Has to be a foul, that, surely.
Yeah,
that's a foul on Kerry Holland.
Yeah, I think she's given the foul for Kerry Holland. I didn't think there was anything wrong with the Smith one. It's a great ball by Fisk into Kerry Holland. And you see here, Taylor Hines whips it in. I didn't see much in this, to be honest. I think it's just a poor touch by Smith. She seems to be having rib problems. You know, every game that I watch, she seems to hold her ribs. I don't know if that's something that she's been struggling with.
The problem, yeah, because in the Brighton game, Poppy Pattinson smashed her in the rib.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And got away with it.
Oh, actually, I don't think the ref has given a free kick. So.
No free kick.
That's interesting, though, because it's not a head injury, so I don't understand then why the ref stopped the game.
That's bizarre. Beardy's just asking the same question downstairs. What's going on there? And West Ham go long. Tegan Micah will get there first. Now Clark. Herbinger. Clark again. Holland. Kerr. It's a nice pick up. Hines. Smith. Smith, the Canada international. Hines. Kiernan done well. Sam Kerr!
Oh, it's decent effort. They just didn't get over it enough. But again, first of all, Kerry Holland picking up really nice pockets of space. You know, and she's the one that's starting off most of these attacks. And then Smith is involved again. Hines has a bit of space. Actually, I thought it was a poor ball by Hines. But then second balls were alive to it. Kiernan does well to put the pressure on, and it's a decent strike. She'd probably be a bit disappointed that she doesn't at least hit the target. But again, it's good that Liverpool are getting second and third balls and creating stuff from attacks.
Here's Zadorsky. Had a good header by Clark. Kiernan took that well. Lovely touch by Sam Kerr. Holland. Hines. Marie Herbinger. Smith putting pressure on Nystrom.
Yeah, Nystrom's had a decent start on her debut. Looks good on the ball. Looks like she's got a bit of pace as well.
Herbinger. Fisk. And Liverpool maybe begin to open up some of the play here. Asai. Foul by Clark.
I think Liverpool look very comfortable, though, if I'm being honest, with the five at the back. I think actually Asai kind of playing in that wide left role. I actually feel like they really miss her. You know, she's their main goal threat, and I feel like she's too deep. You know, she needs to be higher up the pitch. Uweke's hasn't really had much of a touch. Yes, Martinez has been their main threat, but they're never going to outrun this Liverpool back five. So, you know, they need to kind of create stuff in and around the box, shots from distance. But at the moment, I think Liverpool in this shape look very comfortable. I don't think West Ham have many threats, if I'm being honest.
Well, West Ham have only won one of 9 meetings with Liverpool in the WSL when they won 4-2 in February. Tegan Micah's done well there at that near post. West Ham breaking with real danger on the Aussie.
Commentators curse me saying there's no threats in behind. And then straight away, no, and it's a great ball. And I think the players have just got ball watching there. But I talk about Asai, that's exactly why. You know, she's a threat, but you want her on the end of it. You don't want her putting in the crosses. Same again, she's delivering the corner. You want her in the box. She's their top goal scorer. But
that West Ham got a bad record against Liverpool, thankfully. But that win came under Matt Beard when he was managing the Hammers. Here's Asai. Swing it in. Seanan. Gotti. Asai. Now Hines. Liverpool could break it. Oh, just a pity the pass. Awkward bounce here, but Uweke is offside.
Oh, that's such a shame that Taylor Hines couldn't pick someone out there, because you know that's where Liverpool scored midweek against West Ham, from a West Ham corner, and in kind of similar position to that. You know, she's got 2 or 3 players there that are free that she could pick out, and then you know the counter attack is on, and we know how good Liverpool are on the counters. That's a shame.
Interesting one you talked about before about how Olivia Smith has been impressive. She's the top scorer of the player under 21 in the WSL this season.
Oh, very good. Yeah. But she just looks like she enjoys her football, you know, and looks like she plays with no pressure, just wants to express herself. And to be honest, the team look to play to her strengths as well, which is important. You know, you want to get your best players on the ball, and, you know, I think that's why we need to get her more involved today. You know, for me, she's been too quiet. She can really hurt this West Ham team.
Fisk making a mistake there under pressure from Martinez and got away with it. And they just took her eye off the ball. Sam Kerr, the closest of Liverpool have come to score in that snapshot from distance. Just haven't been able to get in behind West Ham enough, have they, Liverpool, so far?
No, and credit to West Ham. They've obviously learnt lessons from midweek. To concede 5 goals isn't good enough, especially at home. So they've obviously analysed the game, done their homework, and they do look a lot more solid.
Gemma Evans, Herbinger, Smith. Herbinger trying to win it back. Good football by West Ham again. Siren picking out Ueki, the Japan international. Asai. Dangerous ball whipped in, but well taken by Tegan Maika.
Yeah, Liverpool lucky there, because actually Siren's ball to Ueki was really poor. Pushed her out really wide when she could have been through on goal. So it's just decision making at the moment for both teams have been a bit poor.
Our passing hasn't been great, I have to say, Tash. Here's Gorry. Now Asai. That's a dangerous ball in, and Hines had to win that.
Important header, really important header. Asai is growing into the game more now. You know, she's getting more involved. Again, I think she needs to be on the end of it, but she's delivering some good balls in, and there's 2 players there back post. And if Taylor Hines doesn't get that flick, then potentially it's a goal. So good defending by her there. But again, it's building now, West Ham. I feel like momentum has flipped a little bit. Last kind of 5 minutes, I think they've kind of got on top a little bit in this game. So it's important that Liverpool ride this momentum and can start getting back on top.
And it will be Vivian Asai to take this corner kick here for West Ham United. Flick header in the end, it was. Martinez again.
That's a huge chance. Really huge chance. And again, a great set piece. You know, almost drilled in like a shot. And Martinez has found herself free there near post. And I actually think she should do better here. If you see the ball, it's laced in almost like a shot here near post. Driven. She's free there. And she just needs to flick it. Credit to Gemma Evans. She does enough, I think it is, to put her off there. I'm not saying it.
Give him a wave, go on. Give him a little wave.
No, it's great. It is. Always puts a smile on my face when you hear the fans singing your song. It's lovely.
Fans singing your name. We could do with you out there, by the way. So need a goal. Herbinger. That's a great pass by Herbinger. Hines.
You can see what she's trying to do. You know, the thought process is there, and it's not actually a bad pass, but again, it's just the execution. You know, find her in the space, Olivia Smith. There's no one catching her, but she just needs to take a bit of weight off of it and just get a bit more whip on it, and then she's in.
What a terrific pass that was by Herbinger, by the way. Split them, didn't it?
Absolutely did.
Need more of it.
She's key, yeah. Herbinger, your Smiths, they're key players, and you need to try and get them on the ball more.
Denton. Asai. Switching to the right. Tripped up by Taylor Hines.
She seems to be drifting everywhere now. Asai left side, right side. You know, seems to kind of have that free roll. It's a lot very flexible, the front 4 of West Ham. All 4 of them seem to kind of be able to rotate, and that's quite hard to defend against.
Good play by Smith. Herbinger. Hines. Kerry Holland. Direct running by the Wales international. Great ball, Kiernan! Oh, it's a tremendous goal! Leanne Kiernan again! Scoring in midweek! Look what it means to her. That's her first WSL goal of the season. Brilliant play by Kerry Holland, and Liverpool in front.
It's a brilliant goal. It really is. You know, everything about it is great. But Kerry Holland, you know, she's been influential in what Liverpool have done well in this first half. I actually thought potentially she could have taken it down the line. Go here 1v1, but no, she cuts back in. And what a ball this is, by the way. Just whipped in, and that's just a number 9's goal. You know, right place, right time. Doesn't need to get on a lot on it. Little flick, you know, and 2 goals in 2, and that will do her the world of good. You know, her first goal in the WSL.
Well, we said we need a goal. And we've got Tatstowy alongside us, and Kiernan in Tasha's old number 9 shirt gives us the goal.
Yeah, it's great. You can see how happy she looks as well. You know, it's important. Scoring goals as a number 9 is important. And I think, you know, for her now, hopefully, you know, this is just the start.
She's such a nice person, Leanne Kiernan. You see her around Melwood. She's a real genuine, lovely person. I know some of her family from Ireland are over for this one, so that'll mean the world to her.
And you
really
always
will.
love scoring against your former clubs as well. I used to love it.
And she's been desperate to score in the WSL this season, and she's got it now. It's a big goal. She had a big opportunity late on last week against Leicester when she went through and fired off target, but that'll mean the world to her, and that's her 3rd goal of the season. And more importantly, Liverpool are in front.
Yeah, and an important time as well to score, because to be honest, I thought West Ham were getting a little bit on top, so almost kind of scored against the run of momentum a little bit there, but with 10 minutes till half time, that's definitely something to build on.
Here's Sam Kerr. Clark. Hervinger. Kerr. Fisk. Evans. Fisk again. Hervinger. Here's the Austrian again, playmaking for Liverpool. Such a good player, Marie Herbinger. She recently extended her contract at Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. It's massive, that, for the club. I think she's a fantastic player. Yeah,
really important. I think it is. I think there's a few players potentially that are out of contract, so I think it's important the club get them signed on, and I think Herbinger is a key one, still young. You know, I'm sure a lot of clubs will look at her.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball from Herbinger. Holland. Oh, and Kiernan was nearly in again. Lucy Parry might be. But in the end, it was the left-back, Verena Hanshaw, who made a timely interception.
Yeah, and we talk about Herbinger, that's why. You know, there's not many in the team that can play those passes, those penetrative passes that can cut the lines out. And she can do that. She can split passes. She sees balls that no one else sees.
Oh, that was so close. Really was. Look at this again. Look at this ball from Herbinger.
Yeah. Left foot, right foot. It's brilliant. Weighted beautifully. Kerry Holland again involved down the left-hand side and inches away, and even Lucy Parry there. Great pressure to try and get on it in the back post.
Nystrom back to Denton. Zadorsky. Smith coming deep. Oh, that's a foul on Smith. Bit naughty that, wasn't it, by Una Seaton?
Yeah, they both look like they've come away with that. Definitely Smith got there first, 100%. I'd like to see it again closer up. If both had eyes on the ball, then it's a bit unfortunate, but 100% it's a foul. Ref's got a yellow card in their hand already. So if you see here, ball goes in, just see if both have their eyes on the ball. Yeah, I mean, it's late, isn't it? It is late. It's definitely a booking. And it's brave play by Smith. Just hope both of them are okay, because they look like it could be concussions for both of them.
Yeah.
And Smith is definitely a player you don't want to be losing.
Hopefully they're going to be okay. Dr. Francesca Champ, and of course Under's there, Chris Underwood.
Yeah, great guy.
Making sure they're all right.
Yeah, both of them. You know, in good hands there. Both seem okay. But I think this is important as well, with 10 minutes till the end of the half, to kind of regroup. Beardy can get them in. You know, you see down there Potsy, you know, talking to all the players, and these are important moments. You know, can they go and get a second goal and go in at half time a little bit more comfortable? And then obviously for West Ham, they have to get themselves back into the game, but I don't really see any real threats.
Looks to me as if Olivia Smith has come off worse though, you know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, she was really late, the West Ham player in there. But I think Olivia Smith's a tough cookie. I don't think she'll be wanting to come off. And obviously they have to do the right protocols and make sure she's okay to continue to play. But yeah, yellow card there for Sirim.
Yeah, yellow card. I thought it was a bit naughty, that challenge, Tash, and when we saw it again on the replay. Bit overzealous, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And a bit of frustration as well there probably as well for West Ham. The game hasn't really been probably how they envisioned, and it's definitely not the reaction I thought I'd see from them getting beat 5-0 midweek. I think it's been a really poor half by them. But credit to Liverpool.
They had a good win last week, the Hammers. They beat Everton, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. They've probably
2-0.
been in better form, haven't they, than us in the league. And this is a huge game for them. It's a massive opportunity. They can go above Liverpool if they win today, but they haven't really shown that energy that I expected.
So Leanne Kiernan's goal against her former club, brilliantly made by Kerry Holland. Maybe Smith just a little dazed. But Luna Searden, who's got the yellow card, is okay. And Smith has been patched up. Hopefully she'll be able to continue here. Looks okay now. Yeah,
she looks fine. Yeah, both of them do. Yeah, she's nodding her head to Beardy.
She's a tough little cookie, news. Beardy was saying, So both players wait to come back on as we go again. And Liverpool 1-0 up. Just around about 6 minutes to the break. Important to get that first goal. Really good goal it was too. Both players back on the field. Olivia Smith, okay for Liverpool. Pleased to report Evans. Smith making that run. Trying to put pressure on Nystrom. Yeah, she's changed her mind. She's given a corner, which should have happened in the first place, shouldn't it?
She was in a good position as well to see it. So I don't really know why it took her so long to make that call. But again, great run in there by Olivia Smith to force the corner. Could have easily stopped and it would have been a goal kick, but she's made something out of it.
So, Herbinger, can she produce one of her really good deliveries? She created a goal for Grace Fisk from one of the corners. Midweek's gone short. Parry. It's not bad. Flick header. Gemma Evans.
That's not a bad ball at all by Lucy Parry. In swinger, didn't have loads of pace on it, but Gemma Evans does well to get a little flick on it. It's a shame no one was gambling there. But they really have looked a real threat, Liverpool, from set pieces.
Herbinger putting pressure on Denton. Back pass and Smith trying to get there. The goalkeeper did well in the end there, the pole. Sight. Denton.
Getting a bit feisty now. A few little arms getting swung. I think Herbinger just got caught there in the face as well. So, yeah, the match has definitely got a little bit of added spice to it. But there's no movement for West Ham. You see here, they've just got a front four all doing the same thing. No real movement. No one stretching in behind. No one coming to feet.
Great play there by Smith. Into Kiernan. Smith, she's so strong, look at her. Brilliant by Smith. She went for goal as well.
Yeah, it's a great turn. I actually think she maybe should have played Lucy Parry in there, but I can understand, does the turn, and she's got a great shot. And obviously she's top goal scorer, so she's going to have a go. But I think Lucy Parry was in a great position there to slide her in.
Herbinger to Holland. Great switch, Kerry Holland. Parry. Good ball in as well towards Kiernan, and Nystrom getting tight on it.
Yes, good moments, good spells for Liverpool. They're finishing the half really well, which I think is really positive. You know, Lucy Parry cutting back in on her left, not her strongest of foot. Was a tough ball for Kiernan to really redirect that. She looked disappointed, but I don't think that really there's much more she could do there. But good spell. What a bench, by the way, just looking down. And Fuka Nagano, Gemma Bonner,
Sophie Roman
Bartel, Hogg. You know, in a good position, being 1-0 up, that if you want to then freshen things up, you really do have a lot of experience and real talent.
Nystrom. Zadorsky. Good pressing there from Lucy Parry and Kiernan. Brilliant by Parry, well played. Kiernan, Kerr, Holland. Evans. Herbinger to Hines.
Lots of positive body language as well, just looking around. Holland clapping, fists, communicating. Tegan Micah, I've been hearing her all 45 minutes. I feel like that midweek game has really lifted the spirits within the camp, and I think Leanne Kiernan even said training had been really good leading up to it, and that's what we want. We want to have a strong second half of the season.
Parry. Kiernan. 5 minutes of added on time, folks. Zadorsky. Fisk is there. Now Smith. Nice turn. Shoots. Was deflected.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to watch that back. I didn't see much of a deflection. I thought she had just dragged it wide. But again, it's just great pressure. Really good pressure by Liverpool to then allow them to create those opportunities. And that when Olivia Smith gets half a yard, she's a confident girl. She's going to take the shot on. And you see here the initial pressure by Fisk to step in. And she turns here and she gets the shot off, and it's hard to see from that angle, but the ref's obviously seen something. So again, great opportunity with 5 minutes to go till the end of the half.
She's a live wire, isn't she?
Yeah, she's great, great player.
Herbinger to take. With a good delivery, heads go in, Jenna Clark's up there.
Oh, I don't know how that hasn't gone in. I don't even know who that came off in the end. I thought it was destined for the top corner. But again, honestly, it's a weapon. It's a weapon that West Ham need to be aware of here. And it's just a brilliant in-swinger, that back post area that Liverpool have been targeting. Yeah, and I think it is it's come off maybe Jenna Clark at the back of her head. And West Ham are lucky, and West Ham needs to stop giving away set pieces, corners, because Liverpool will eventually score from one of these if they continue.
Good play by Smith again, putting the West Ham defence under all sorts of pressure. Ueki. They've kept her quiet so far.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if West Ham don't make some changes at half-time. There really hasn't been much of a threat going forward. It's been a long ball. It's been quite ugly football, if I'm being honest.
Their best chance was a side, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it was.
Attempted volley at the back stick.
But they've got the likes of Emma Harris, who I've played with at Reading. She's young, she's quick, she's direct. So they've definitely got options off the bench that they can bring on. But, yeah, if they want to get anything out of this game, changes need to be made.
But Leanne Kiernan's goal, separating the two teams. Excellent Liverpool goal, it really was. Good football. Great assist by Carrie Holland. A lovely movement by the number 9 in the middle. Nice goal. Fisk. Herbinger.
poor execution there by Gemma Evans. Nice play by Liverpool, the way they switched the play, and then Olivia Smith has checked into that pocket really nicely. Gemma just needs to play it along the floor into her feet, and then she's got half a yard where she can turn her face up. So I think she thought maybe Olivia Smith was running in behind, but the space wasn't in behind, so she has to recognise that.
Herbinger.
It's interesting as well when you watch the international players come over and play in the WSL, just how much time it takes them to get used to the physicality. Ueki's someone that I played against in Champions League when I played her in Australia. She was unbelievable. I feel like she struggles with the physicality of the WSL, which I think maybe a few of the West Ham players have struggled with, to be honest.
Awkward ball back and put Jenna Clark under a lot of pressure there. Now Fisk. Holland. I think both teams playing out for half time here, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
That indeed is the break. So far, so good for Matt Beard's side. Leading 1-0. Great moment for Leanne Kiernan, scoring her first WSL goal of the season. Scored against the former club in midweek in the FA Cup as well. Great assist by Kerry Holland, bursting just outside the box. Lovely low cross. Lovely movement in the middle from the number 9. Really nice finish as well from Kiernan. West Ham before then had a good chance when Asai at the back post had got free, but just miscued a volley over the top. Half-time though here at St Helens Stadium. It is Liverpool FC Women 1, West Ham United 0. Salah looks at the goalkeeper. He does the normal shuffle, left foot in. Yeah!
Princess Anne, and the cup belongs to Liverpool.
In pre-season, because you're together for so long, people turn ruthless. Jota is a horrible man when it comes to fights.
How did it feel scoring a penalty and then winning the trophy?
Honestly, I was so scared because everyone just kept scoring and I thought, oh no.
You were asking me that I could play you even more, but I would say you were not fully fit.
There was a pair of football boots on the side. They were Kenny's. And he said to me, you can have them.
Put that jersey on with the history of that jersey and the players that wore before me, it was great.
It was such a bad injury that the doctor thought I wouldn't play again. I knew I wouldn't be the same player I was in terms of a flying wing and doing all the great things.
The judge goes from sentencing to 90 days in jail. I thought, well, that's it. Time at Liverpool's over.
I didn't have any money, Queen's Park were paying me 18 quid a week, but you know what, I enjoyed it.
Is there something you can tell us about that final that we don't know?
I have seen a lot of lies.
Gomez. Liverpool have moved down the field nicely here. There's the cross, header, goal. Brilliant Liverpool, absolutely brilliant from Liverpool. Luis Diaz has scored, he's given them the lead. What a ball by Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Liverpool, 1st of September 1892. The beginning of the football season. Everyone's at the newly built Goodison Park, but one man is notably absent. Today, John Holding, Anfield landlord, brewer, businessman, and now ex-president of Everton FC, puts his reputation on the line. In a local house, in a makeshift changing room, his new team prepares. Assembled in weeks, they are Holding's greatest gamble. Liverpool Football Club, defiant in blue and white, takes to the pitch for the first time, with not even 100 people watching. Liverpool choose to attack the Anfield Road end. Holding ceremoniously kicks off, and he's barely left the pitch when loudmouth Miller scores the club's first ever goal. No one expected that, but this is a team of Scotsmen chosen for their mastery of the ball. Captain Andy Hanna, former Everton skipper and master tactician, marshals his men. James McBride, tiny but nimble, is a Blair at right back. Funny man Malky McVean dances across centre field. Duncan, the Wall McLean, stops Rotherham Town dead. The team of Max thunders to a 7-1 victory. Holding's boldest venture is paying off beautifully. And the rest, well, it's history.
Here come Liverpool again. Delivered by Robertson, there's your header, there's your goal. Cody Gakpo rises highest inside a crowded penalty area and once again raises the roof at Anfield.
Welcome back, everybody. Good news so far with Liverpool FC Women leading by 1-0. Leanne Kiernan, the goal scorer. Tasha Dowie, what have you made the Reds so far?
I think it's been a really comfortable first half. I've been firstly disappointed by West Ham, but you've got to play who you're playing against. And credit to Liverpool, I think from the off, they were the most aggressive. From set pieces, they looked a real threat. Half a yard, they're trying to get a shot off. And really, one opportunity for, I think it was Ueki, for West Ham. Actually, no, it's Asai, sorry, back post with the volley. That's all they've had in 45 minutes. You know, really, Tegan Micah hasn't had a save to make. So credit to Liverpool, they deserved the win. But really now they need to go on and get a second, because we've been in this position before many a times and dropped points.
Absolutely. Okay, let's look back at some of the highlights of that half. And the undoubted highlight was the goal, and scored by Leanne Kiernan. And it owes a lot, doesn't it, to some great play here from Kerry Holland.
Yeah, I think she's been probably one of the shining sparks in this first half and getting into some really good positions within the pockets. And you can see here it's patient play, but again, it's positive. She's in that pocket, she's driving, she's looking to go the line, and then she chops back. She does two people, but then it's the ball. Whipped into a dangerous area. You know, she hasn't even really got her head up. She's just said, look, I'm going to put the ball in a good area. Then, as a number 9, it's down to you to be in the right place, the right time, and that's a proper poacher's goal. But it's a great finish as well by Leanne Kiernan. Just literally outside the foot, little flick, nothing they can do, and 2 goals in 2 games, and well done to her.
It's her 3rd goal of the season for the Irish forward, and look what it meant to her. I know some of her family are over from Ireland watching this one. She scored against them in the Cup in midweek, and she scored against them in the WSL today. That was an excellent goal from Kiernan. Just before then, actually, West Ham had a real opportunity themselves, didn't they? I mean, Martinez got away here down the right-hand side, and it's Vivienne Asai at the back post with a spectacular effort.
Yeah, I think Martinez has been West Ham's bright spark, probably their only one, and it's a lovely flick initially by her around the corner. And Poubelle does well here to keep it alive, finds Martinez again. It's a great touch here, if you see here. See you later, Gemma Evans. Dinks it back post, and it's not a bad effort at all. Really isn't by her side. Back post, she gets over it, Italian style, you know, almost probably hits it into the floor too much, but that was a big warning sign, and that's what Liverpool need to be aware of. Even though West Ham haven't played great today, they have players that can hurt them, and they need to be aware of that.
Absolutely, and the way they got behind them here, it's a good play by, as you say, by Poubelle on that right flank, and Martinez. This would have been a spectacular had that gone in, wouldn't it? It was close. Let off that.
Yeah, it was. And people ball watching as well, getting drawn towards the ball. So Lucy Parra needs to have her body open, see play around ball as well.
But then Liverpool obviously had an opportunity, and Sam Kerr, who scored her first goal for Liverpool in midweek against West Ham, came close to scoring again for the Reds, this time in the WSL.
Yeah, she's impressed me. She has since she's signed. I think she's been a really good attribute to the team. Livia Smith, keeping the ball here well, being patient, not forcing it, and Taylor Hines finds herself in acres of space. Poor ball initially, but you see here Kiernan making something of it, and Kerr's in a great position. It's a great strike. I mean, she hits it really clean, but she's just leaning back, which is why it ends up going over. So she can just get over that, really dip into it, then she's making the keeper make a save. But she's been lively this first half and has dictated play in that midfield.
Yep, Sam Kerr, the loan signing from Bayern Munich, been impressive, linking in that midfield area alongside Marie Herbinger and Kerry Holland. And then West Ham going close again. This is a rare breakaway from them with a ball over the top and the pace of a side down the left side.
Yeah, I think it was me saying there's no threats in behind our back five, but you can just see here, Fisk and I think it's Clark just switch off slightly, and she gets in between them. And massive warning signs. Tegan Micah does well there, and credit to Tegan Micah because she hasn't had anything to do. But that's what the best goalkeepers do. When they do get called upon in those moments, they become alive. Fisk's trying to play offside. It's never offside. It's actually, in the end, quite a poor ball by a side. But Tegan does what she needs to do, and they end up defending it very well.
Yeah, so that's close. The only real save that Tegan Micah's been forced to make in that first half. And then West Ham coming close again. This time it's from a corner here, and it's the German international Martinez who goes close with the near post header.
Yeah, and they've had moments, and this is exactly what I mean. 1-0 is a very fragile scoreline for Liverpool. No matter how much possession we've had and how comfortable it's looked at moments, there has been key moments, and Martinez is the one. She's the threat. She's powerful, she's strong. It's a great ball in by side here, driven in near post area. You can see the spaces there to attack, and Martinez just peels off that near post, and she needs to just flick it on there. She goes to head it back across goal, but there's not enough space there. And actually credit to, I think it is Gemma Evans in the end, who just does enough to not give her that free header. And I think that's where Liverpool have done well. They put bodies on the line, and like I said, in that five, the kind of back five formation, I think we look really solid. We look our best.
Yeah, that was a close one, wasn't it? Martinez has been a threat playing in the pocket just off Uweki, and then right at the end of the half, Liverpool had a great corner delivery, and it was Jenna Clark who went close.
Yep, the set piece again, that back post area that Liverpool have been looking for on every corner. And it's a mismatch in height, isn't it? So if you can get Jenna Clark on something, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a goal. And you see here another great delivery whipped in. And she actually ends up taking her eye off the ball, and she spins 360 and it hits her on the back of the head. So she'll probably actually be a bit disappointed that she hasn't done better there. But both teams have had their moments. I think it's been a pretty decent first half of football. Liverpool have definitely been the better of the two teams, but hopefully second half, more goal-mouth action for Liverpool.
So Liverpool leading 1-0, and with that Leanne Kiernan goal, Will Hughes, who, great lad, he does the matchday programme for the Liverpool FC Women, he has told us that goal she scored, and bear in mind this is the start of the WSL era, so not with Liverpool FC Women used to play before Natasha Dowie's days when it was the WSL era, but this is in all competitions. Leanne Kiernan has gone up to second now in our highest goal scorers with 22. Of course, she got 14 goals the promotion season when Liverpool came up through the and won the championship, but way behind the goal machine herself on 47.
Do I not have to take my boots off yet? I can't be having her catching me, can I? No, do you know what? On a serious note, though, it's important. It's important that the number 9 of Liverpool is scoring goals. And I want this team to win trophies again like what we did in 2013 and 14. So if they are going to do that, your goal scorer needs to be scoring. So I'm happy for her, though, that she's got 2 and 2. She has had a rough time, with her injuries over the few years. So I think for her, it's just important she keeps getting minutes, keeps performing well, and long may that continue. And then if she catches me, credit to her. She would have worked hard for it, but she's got a few more yet, Steve. A few more yet.
It's pretty phenomenal, that 47, by the way.
I know. Do you know what? It surprises me because I was only here for 3 years.
Close.
So it does surprise me. But yeah, good times.
Good supply line as well, as you say.
Oh my gosh.
With Fours and Rolson.
Absolutely. Farrah Williams, Amanda Da Costa. Yeah, brilliant times. And hopefully we can recreate that again in a few years.
It's been a tough season, hasn't it? There's no doubt about that. And last season Liverpool ended in the top 4, played some great football. The away record was great as well, and played some terrific stuff. This season has been difficult, but undoubtedly the loss of key players at certain moments. I mean, for me, I don't know whether you agree with this one, Sophie Roman-Haug, what she gave the team last season, both going forward and defending in her own penalty area, with a heading aerial ability. She won the most headers in the WSL.
No.
And to be without that for 3.5 months.
I agree with you, and I think it's the effectiveness of what the game plan is, and the game plan is to go long, up to her, to win things, to work off her. So when she doesn't play, it did take the team a while, to be honest, to be able to adapt. So it's great to see her back in. I think the pre-season didn't help, a lot of injuries there. And then, like you said, key players out at key times. And to be honest, Steve, the league's getting tougher and tougher. Teams are getting better and better. And we did overachieve last year. So I think, for me, what I want to see is a strong second half of the season, and then to build then moving on to next season.
There's been a lot of frustrating draws. Certainly can remember games here, like the opening day against Leicester. I felt we should have beaten Leicester. We should have beaten West Ham away, but we just give some daft goals away.
Yeah, no, absolutely spot on, and that's what we prided ourselves on last year. We were so good defensively, and I think that is with new players. I think that is with injuries. It can obviously have an effect on the team. But like I said, we're riding a good little momentum at the moment. Great result midweek. First half performance has been good. And this is what we need. We need another win today at home, and then we need to just kick on from there.
And I'm certain, Tash, that Beardy, Scott Rogers, Amber Whiteley will probably reiterate that to the players at half-time. Look, we've been here before, leading 1-0. Let's make sure we don't give anything daft away and go on and get a big 3 points.
Absolutely,
today.
And West Ham will be saying exactly that as well. They've come back. I remember the game away to them when they scored last minute, when they should never have got something out of the game. So they will know that they're still in this game if it's at 1-0. So it'll be interesting to see if they've made any changes or not, or changes will be made. Also, we know Beardy loves to make changes, around the kind of 55, 60-minute mark. It's not often that he doesn't make all 5 changes. So, it's really, the game is anyone's right now.
So, the second half shortly will get underway with Liverpool leading West Ham here in the WSL by 1-0. Excellent goal from Leanne Kiernan. Brilliant play from Kerry Holland with the assist as well. And the Reds build on it for the second half here at St Helens Stadium. And a few difficult games over Christmas as well, with a few defeats when playing. But any team's going to. You've just got a few players missing, and you're playing Arsenal, you're playing Manchester United, you're playing Chelsea here. It's far from easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for me now, the most positive thing is pretty much the majority of the squad now is back to full fitness. So there's no excuses now. You've got your full squad. Let's really now finish this season strong.
So Olivia Smith will have the first touch of the second half. And here's Jenna Clark. Parry. Just protecting Lucy Parry, Matt Beard at the moment. So she's got a bit of a little issue with the Achilles, and so she can still play, but she can't quite play 90 minutes.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her. It's an injury that I've kind of had to manage throughout my career as well, and it's tough. It's different with Achilles. You can't really rest. You can't really stop. It's something that you're always going to really have, but you have to manage it. And so for her now, it's important that Beardy can manage her. She looks okay to me. I don't see her limping, but it's not a nice injury, put it that way. And she's still so young as well. So hopefully it's something that maybe in the off season she can get sorted.
Kiernan, Clark. Oh, got to be careful. Gorry took it off her. Zadorsky to Denton, the right back. Smith really putting them under pressure, the forwards. This is Sam Kerr.
Oh, good idea. Again, great pressure from initially Olivia Smith setting that trap, but then Kiernan goes, then Kerr goes, and then Holland, and it's a decent effort by her, just doesn't get enough whip on the ball. But good intensity, and they've started the second half very well again.
Hervinger towards Kiernan. Kiernan stood brilliantly, good layoff. Here's Hervinger again. Well, Gemma Evans didn't get there, but Taylor Hines did. Good recovery. Fisk. Looks like West Ham are going to make a change shortly. Here's Smith and behind them again. Can she pull it back for Kiernan?
Good recovery run there, and Liverpool on the front foot. They're the team that looks like they want to go and get this second goal. And they've looked a real threat, like I said, from corners earlier. Every single delivery has been spot on. I've been unlucky to not score a couple. And I say it now, if West Ham keep conceding corners, they will end up regretting it. Liverpool will score from one of these set pieces.
Yeah, because we scored 3 from set pieces midweek. So Herbinger again with the delivery. Swung in, Jenna Clark!
It's so easy to say it up here, but I think she has to score or at least hit the target. It's, again, a great ball.
Yeah, look at Beardy's reaction. He feels
Yeah.
that should be 2-0.
Yeah, she doesn't get enough on it, but she times it well. It's not like she's late. It's a spot-on timing. It's whipped into a great area. It's perfect timing. She's free. She just hasn't committed to it enough. She's got to head that back across goal. She's gone to flick it on, and that's a shame because 2-0, that really is then a game changer.
Forward by Tegan Micah. Parry. Kiernan.
That's the only thing I would say with Leanne Kiernan, and Beardy's just done it there, and probably she's got the pace that I never had, but sometimes when the ball goes up to her, she has to do better holding it, get her body across, get her arms across. She has to be aware of where the play is. Too many times it's getting nicked there, and Beardy's just said it to her, be strong, be that kind of target focal point for us, and that's something that I think that she can add to her game.
West Ham going to make a change shortly. It's the right back, Kirsty Smith, who's going to come on.
Yeah, someone that's played in the WSL for a long time, lot of experience. Has been at West Ham for, I think, 4 or 5 years now.
Hanshaw. Asai.
Credit to West Ham, though, even when things aren't going well. They play some decent football when they're popping it around. For me, though, I just think there's no directness to it. They're keeping the ball for keeping the ball's sake without actually really going anywhere with it. And then now Liverpool have possession again.
Holland's layoff. This is Clark. Parry. Holland. Kerr. Hanshaw. Gorry. That ball over the top. Lucy Parry's back header has set Ueki in, but Parry recovered.
She recovers very well, because actually that could have been quite disastrous, to be honest. Fisk was stepping onto it, and then there's no communication. They both almost bump into each other, and Ueki's nearly away. And to be honest, Ueki's had a poor game for her today. Really hasn't been at the races, hasn't been holding the ball up well. Doesn't look like she can get in behind them. So I think West Ham, like I said, they need to make some changes going forward. There's not enough threats for me.
Kerr, good play. Kiernan. That was better. Free kick Liverpool. And Leanne Kiernan might need some treatment. West Ham making a change. Straight swap at right back. Denton off. Kirsty Smith on.
Yeah, much of a like for like. I don't know whether it's just heavy legs. I don't think Denton's had a bad game, to be honest, but she started the game midweek. Smith came on, so maybe it's just to freshen things up. Smith is someone that likes to get forward as well, so maybe a bit more of an attacking fullback to look to get some crosses into the box for Martinez.
Clark. Bad ball that by Jenna Clark. Asai.
Yeah, do you know what? Liverpool are lucky that today, to be honest, West Ham have been poor in the final third, because it's a cheap, really poor pass by Jenna Clark, and you know, you can hear straight away they're saying miss it out. You know, the press is on for Paris, so just miss that out and go forward, you know, to the forward line. But again, then when West Ham do win it, there's no end ball, there's no end runner. It's really poor by them. But against a better team, you get punished there.
Lucy Parry in space now for Liverpool. First time ball towards Smith, away by Nystrom. Asai with pace. Cut out by Evans. And Clark. Deals with it.
Yeah, ref does well there, because it's the foul against Martinez, and then she allows play to carry on. Gorry's tackle's fine, but it's the initial pullback there, and good defending by Jenna Clark. But again, the West Ham decision making. Ueki's on the ball. Martinez has made a great run in behind, and then she could play her in, and she doesn't. She plays it central, so decision making for them has been so poor.
Clark on for Kiernan to run on to. Fisk with the header. Herbinger. Need to get her on the ball again, second half.
Yeah, we do, and I'm thinking the same with Olivia Smith. I'm just watching her there, and at times she almost looks a little bit bored. You know, she wants to get involved in the game, and it's hard, isn't it? Because, you know, the West Ham players are going to be looking to target her. But I just think she's such a threat that we need to try as much as we possibly can to find her.
Well, Sophie Roman-Hogg and Fuka Nagano all warming up for Liverpool.
And it's a good option as well if you do bring on the likes of Hogg, because you can go a bit more direct. She'll win everything in the air, and then the likes of Smith can work off of her. So that's definitely an option that they've got.
Now Smith. Nystrom. Smith really chasing the goalkeeper down. Good play by Fisk. Lucy Parry. Kerr to Kerry Holland. Smith. Well, Matt Beard is going to make a change, and Julia Bartel, very talented player, used to be on Barcelona's books. She's on loan from Chelsea, and she was very impressive when she came off the bench in midweek, the 20-year-old.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who she comes on for. I mean, it's very early into the second half. You know, we've only played 10 minutes.
Smith, good play. Advantage. Holland. Kiernan. Can she get a shot away?
Yeah, good advantage play there by the referee. It is a foul on Smith. I think she gets caught late. But Liverpool do well to switch the play, you know, and they end up finding Kiernan on the end of it. And to be honest, in the end, it's quite poor technique with regards to lifting back. It never really looked like threatening the keeper. But it's good that she's getting in those positions, you know, to get shots off. And Liverpool have definitely been, again, the better team in this first half, have started really lively.
Asai. Gorry. Nystrom. Ueki. There's Kerr.
That's a great ball by Nystrom into Ueki in the pocket there. But again, it's just not been her day today. Poor pass by her. But warning signs again, it can be quite comfortable for Liverpool at the moment. And sometimes, maybe that's why Matt Beard's making the changes, just to freshen things up a bit, because West Ham, all they need is one opportunity.
Asai. Away by Herbinger. Gorry. There's the Australian again. Pubel making that run. Defended well by Fisk. Parry under pressure from a side. So Liverpool change. Julia Bartel on for Marie Herbinger.
I mean, I haven't seen much of Bartel, so it'll be interesting to watch her play. I think it's a bit harsh. I think Herbinger's done really well today. I think on the ball, set pieces, she's been a real threat. So you could say it's a like-for-like switch, because I've heard Bartel is a very technical player.
A home debut for Julia Bartel. The young Spaniard. Herbinger was excellent in the first half. Not got on the ball as much in the second.
And again, maybe it's fresh legs. Herbinger obviously started the midweek game.
And she's back after injury as well.
So managing. And it's important to manage players when you've got a lot of games coming up. Important games as well.
There's Parry getting back, but straight to Pubel. Thumped in by Zadorsky. Away by Evans. And Smith. Oh dear.
Yeah, I was thinking when she was about to take it on a full-back, just outside the area on the full volley, you've got to hit some worldie to get past Tegan Micah. Yeah, poor execution by her. Won't want to watch that one back again.
Smith again. He had to get going the second half, apart from that Leanne Kiernan chance, which she could have done better with.
Yeah, I think both teams probably realised just how important the 3 points are today. Both of them within a point of each other. A win for Liverpool can really then allow them to push on a little bit. West Ham can go above them if they beat Liverpool. So it looks a bit almost nervy a little bit for me here. Both teams, who's going to be the bravest, put it that way, to really try and have a go and to go on and win the game. Sophie Hogg as well looks like she might be getting ready.
Yeah,
and Jana Daniels maybe.
Yeah, Sophie's going to come on, and I would say Jana will come on for Lucy Parry.
Yeah, manage her minutes.
She's on restricted minutes at the moment. Clark. Kiernan chasing. She get it under control. Fisk over the top to Parry. Good ball. First touch for Julia Bartel. Bartel. Kerry Holland now, can she drive at them? This is what she's good at. Parry. Good chance this. Hines! Oh, so close. Parry again, drills it in there.
Brilliant play. Really, really good play. And Lucy Parry involved in the majority of it. An absolutely wondrous ball whipped in. And Taylor Hines, credit to her, she does well to get over that, and so unlucky hitting the crossbar.
Lucy Parry again. Sam Kerr. Holland. And Taylor Hines got in behind them. Well, that was so close that before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's moments. And we talk about Holland again. Parry here, what a ball that is, whipped in. And to be honest, there's not much more Taylor Hines can do. If anything, could she maybe look to direct it back across goal? Bartel's there maybe for a head or a tap in, but to be honest, it's good technique. It's really unlucky off the bar. And these are moments, moments that potentially the game can get swung. So this is why I do think Liverpool need that second goal.
Kiernan makes the run again. Both been given an energy bar, the subs, before they come on. Did you used to have that when you played?
I didn't need any energy.
No.
I was on the pitch anyway.
Good answer. So
this game needs some energy, so yeah, give them some energy bars. I think this could be, really positive changes. I think Hawk straight away, defences will be scared of her because they'll know the threat that she possesses, in the attacking third with her head. And Jana Daniels is just steady, isn't she?
And to be fair, because we've got a corner, Beardy wants to make these changes now first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get Sophie Roman-Hogg in the mix. So it's going to come on, straight replacement up top for Leanne Kiernan. Excellent goal by her in the first half, Tash.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done to her. 2 goals in 2. She'll be disappointed. Absolutely she will. When you're scoring goals, you want to be playing. But I think the squad now, there's so much competition that it's likely that you get 90 minutes. There's going to be changes. Players are going to come on. So she's done what she needs to do, which is to score a goal. That's what a striker has to do.
So Sophie Roman-Hogg scored on the opening day of the season and got injured just after that. And Lucy Parry, as we thought, coming off, and the Belgian international Jana Daniels, now 32. Jana coming on.
So we have got someone over 30 on the pitch now.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, well done to Lucy Parry as well. Steady in that right back position, didn't really put a foot wrong. Has had some really good involvements, and it's great to see her back playing.
Now, can she make a dramatic introduction here? Maybe Taylor Hines. Those in-swinging corners again. Roman-Hogg has a big threat in there. Aim towards Kerr in there. In the end, West Ham try and clear it with Martinez. This is the danger, the breakaway. Pubel. Liverpool have got bodies back now with Kerry Holland. Still Pubel. And away by Holland.
It is just not happening in the final third for West Ham. Moments that look like moments then just don't become moments. But credit to Liverpool, everyone sprinting back to get behind the ball. Great recovery runs.
Away by Fisk. Liverpool will certainly play a bit different now with Roman-Hogg on, won't they?
Yeah, they will. They'll be more direct. It's almost like a set piece from goal kicks. Wouldn't surprise me now if the likes of, Tegan Micah gets on it. Looks to be more direct. And then Smith needs to get running in behind Hogg. We haven't really seen, I don't even think Smith's really touched the ball in this second half. So need to get her more involved.
Holland.
Kerry Holland's been really good though today. Really impressed with her. Been the best player on the pitch with regards to winning a lot of balls. Endless runner. She's been solid in that midfield today.
Joined Liverpool from the University of Kansas, Kerry Holland. Here's first touch for Sophie Roman-Hogg, the Norwegian. Bartel. Asai got back there for West Ham. Bit of a silly push from Bartel.
Yeah. Probably a little bit of inexperience with regards to how young she is as well, but they're not going anywhere. If anything, it's a really good position to try and nick the ball back. And yeah, silly foul there, and allows West Ham now to kind of regain possession.
Forward by Asai. There's Grace Fisk covering.
Looks like the likes of Brynjarsdottir and Pavi, I think it is, are warming up. Brynjarsdottir has so much experience. Real threat as well from set pieces. Singing my song again. God, they must be bored.
Come on, give them a wave. Give them a wave, go on. Smith running at them. Still Olivia Smith causing all sorts of problems. Daniels with a header. Bartel! Unlucky. Now Asai. Little switch in field to Una Siren. Nystrom. Still only 1-0 though. It's a dangerous scoreline, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Just to see now whose subs can make the impact. You know, both teams are looking to make changes for positives. West Ham looking to make a double change now. And it's going to be an exciting, last kind of 20 minutes of this game.
Here's Holland. Hines. Smith. Nystrom all over it.
Credit to Nystrom. I think she's had a good debut for West Ham. I think in moments she's kept Smith quite quiet. Both of them have.
So the West Ham changes. Pubel will go off, and on will come the Colombian international Manuel Pavi, and the Icelandic international Dagny Brynjarsdottir will also come on.
Yeah, she's almost like a bit of a Sophie Hogg with regards to the threat that she can possess in attacking and defensively. She's so tall. She scored so many important goals for West Ham. She's used to be their captain as well, so a real leader on the pitch, Brynjarsdottir. And Pavi, she's really lively. Your typical skillful kind of Colombian player that can maybe create things that West Ham have lacked.
We had an Omarsdottir, didn't we? Katrin Omarsdottir.
What a player.
Big Katrin, number 8 in the middle of the park.
Scored some wonder goals for us, some really important ones. Bristol in particular, last game of the season.
Was a fantastic player.
Brilliant player.
I know we keep saying it, but could do with the second goal. But Sophie Rowan-Hogg back on the field, just managing her minutes again. She's not started since her return to action. She only returned last week off the bench at Leicester. And she's had minutes in all of them now. And she builds it up again.
Yeah, I see Liverpool scoring the second from a set piece, so I think they need to kind of try and work for that. They really have been a live wire from corners, from free kicks. It's nice to kind of hear the communication though as well from up here. It's a great position to be in because you can just see players talking to each other, left shoulder, right shoulder. You can see who the leaders are on the pitch. Put it that way.
Oh, good pressing by Smith. Here's Sophie Rowan-Hogg. Bartel, Rowan-Hogg, Kerr. Holland to Hines. Brynjarsdottir.
Great pressing, Bartel. Well done. Really good. I think that's what I've been most impressed with throughout kind of the first 70 minutes is the front-footed energy from Liverpool from throughout the pitch, whether it's the defenders on the front foot, the front two looking to press, midfield have looked hungry. I think that's been the big difference between the two teams.
20 minutes to go. Liverpool, through Leanne Kiernan's goal in the first half, lead the way. And West Ham will get the free kick. And a yellow card for Olivia Smith. She's racking up the yellows, Smith, by the way.
Do you know what as well? I think the hard thing is as well with Olivia Smith, obviously she's 20. She gets fouled a lot. And I think probably then because she doesn't get a lot of the decisions, she ends up then the longer the game goes on getting frustrated. And then I think with that frustration and probably lack of maturity a little bit at times, she then ends up getting silly fouls or silly yellow cards. And most of her yellow cards actually have been from kind of reacting in that way. And so that's something that she probably needs to add to her game is she's got to realise now she's a targeted player. She's Liverpool's best player. Teams are going to target her, but she has to almost like a bit like a Mo Salah in the men's game.
Oh, it's
rise
a terrible
above
free
it.
kick by West Ham, and here's Smith running at them again from Rowan-Hogg's layoff. West Ham almost the worst enemies there. Got away with that one.
Because at the end of the day, we don't want to be losing her. So if she's racking up the yellow cards, we don't want to lose her in games. But that will come. She's 20. She's young. The longer she plays in this league, she'll learn and she'll mature with that.
And Rowan-Hogg. Bartel has gone down now after that challenge. Quite physical, the Hammers today, haven't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think both teams have been showing that physicality. West Ham have always been that type of team. They're a tough team. I think Kerry Holland was almost looking to the ref as if she's been throwing her elbow a bit. But it's spicy, isn't it? Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to play. West Ham still feel like they're in the game. Liverpool really know they need another goal. Fluker's coming on now. I think that's definitely what they need. That little bit of composure in the midfield, someone that can slow the game down, dictate the tempo of the game a bit. I feel like it's got a little bit erratic the last few minutes.
It was Gorry again.
I mean,
Gorry.
I mean, yeah, it's hard.
Gorry the Aussie.
Yeah, I think I didn't see an elbow getting thrown there. I think that was a bit harsh. But I did say to you, she'll be remembering those tackles from earlier, and then she'll be putting herself about. But to be fair, that is Katrina Gorry. That's her game anyway. Full stop. She's a tough player, a tough tackler.
So Fuka Nagano waiting patiently to come on, the Japan international. But Liverpool leading 1-0 here. Leanne Kiernan with the goal. Second half has been really stop-start, hasn't it?
Yeah,
times?
it has. I think the ref needs to do better. We're just letting the game flow now.
And Smith charging it down, much to the delight of the Liverpool fans there. What is going on out there? No one... Come on, ref, get a grip.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the ref does need to get hold of the game a little bit. And the crowd are letting her know it.
Players going tumbling and collisions all off the ball at the moment, by the way. There's Sophie Roman-Haug to Olivia Smith. A brilliant play. And there you go, fouled again by Nystrom.
Yeah, and it's good because I think now Olivia Smith is rattled, but in a positive way. She's using it in a positive way, getting on the ball, making things happen.
Sam Kerr going off touch. She's been excellent.
Yeah, very good. Steady again, doing her job well. Sitting, protecting that back five. On the ball, very comfortable. And like I said, Fuka is a slightly different player. Maybe doesn't get around as much as a Kerr, but on the ball, you know that you can give her the ball under any situation. She's very comfortable and experienced as well. Knows how to deal with these types of games and knows how to see games out.
Signed from North Carolina Courage, the Japan international. Fisk. Smith. Sophie Roman-Haug will chase and put herself about. Gorry. Hines wins it back. Fisk to Daniels. Daniels to Julia Bartel. Fuka Nagano dispossessed. Asai. Well played, Bartel. Roman-Haug. No foul given. Smith.
Fans letting her know.
Both goalkeepers, in truth, have had nothing to do in the second half.
Yeah, I think Billy's a bit frustrated there, and I can understand why, because the ball's gone up to Sophie Haug and Smith hasn't gambled and Sophie's won the header. So as soon as the ball goes up to her, she needs to already be on her bike, ready to go.
There's Fuka Nagano. Daniels. Bartel. Fisk. Nagano. Fuka Nagano again. Daniels. Clark. Gorry. Asai has got away from Daniels. Smith.
never seen a team in the final third be so poor with their decision making. And I think when West Ham look back at this game and in moments and situations that they could have made something better, even there, such poor deliveries in the end. Yes, Liverpool have defended them well, but West Ham will look back at this game and think they needed to do better in the final third. They've still obviously got 10, maybe 15 minutes with added time. It's a lot closer and edgier than I think Matt Beard would have hoped for, put it that way.
It's not been a great game, but Liverpool are leading, and that's the main
Absolutely.
thing, isn't it?
Sometimes, the 3 points, and if you have to win ugly, you have to win ugly.
Pavi. Uweki.
Yeah, it hasn't been her day. Actually was a handball, I think, by Pavi, the Colombian that came on. But unfortunately for Uweki, it's just been one of those games for her that nothing's come off. It's a lovely set. It's an opportunity to at least make Tegan Micah make her save this game, which she hasn't had to. But you can see here she's fallen over, and yeah, it's a handball there. So really, karma's kind of worked out in the end.
Roman Hall, great flick on. Smith. And dragged back. How many more times, Tash? That's the frustration, isn't it, the Beardy's been going on about. Daniels. Oh, it's an interesting ball, and the goalkeeper denies Jana Daniels.
That's a great save. She's going to definitely claim that was a shot, but I know 100% it was a cross. But no, keeper's done really well. Looks like it's going in there, so to get a tip there and a strong hand, you can see here, I think she's looking to drive it back post, but hasn't got enough on it, and the keeper does really well there.
It's a good stop by Simic. That would have been game, set and match, wouldn't it? Had that gone in. Julia Bartel, who created a goal in midweek. Great delivery. Not a bad delivery again. Roman Hog's up there. Smith couldn't quite turn. Holland. Pavi. Pavi again. Clever play. Good challenge from Olivia Smith.
Yep. Yeah, it's important. You don't realise that, but when it's 10 minutes to go, still only 1-0, everyone has to do the defensive work. And I think every single 11 players and the subs have done that today for Liverpool. Really worked hard off the ball.
Look at the difference Roman Hogg makes. Simple, just like getting the ball and winning it and laying it off. Here's Bartel. The simple things matter, Tash Towie.
Oh, absolutely. I think you have to pride yourself on that, doing the basics well. And I don't think that happens enough in the women's game, and I think you're spot on there. Really good observations.
Leanne Kiernan, only goal of the game. Taylor Hines hit the bar. Jana Daniels' effort nearly went in. Liverpool have had opportunities to increase the lead. Kiernan missed a really good chance second half when she ran through. But the finish just lacked that quality and composure really as it blazed over the top. But Kiernan has got the goal. We've got 9 minutes to go.
Yep, 9 important minutes. Now you could say, oh, it's 2 mid-table teams, but no, I think it's a really important 3 points. And I know for a fact Beardy and Liverpool want to get higher up this table come the end of the season.
Hines, making the mistake. Martinez, good tackle, Gemma Evans.
Yeah, and those are moments. Initially, I think it was a poor ball by Tegan Micah out to Hines, but then she has to do better. So Gemma does well to recover there. But really, it's a set piece that they didn't have to give away. And then this is a moment with Brynja's Dottir, Zadorsky. They've got some strong headers in their team.
They've got to be careful here, the Reds, haven't they? Let's hope this bad habit of conceding late goals does not continue.
Yeah, well,
got to be fully switched on here.
I think we're the only team that haven't kept a clean sheet in the league, so that's important as well.
Asai with the corner. A little break here for Smith. And Liverpool get it away. Gorry to plant it back in there. Good header by Roman Hogg. Pavi, Good block by Hines. Martinez. Great tackle by Kerry Holland. Oh, Hines has picked... Liverpool players picked up a knock there. Fuka Nagano has gone down. It's not Fuka. Smith, isn't it? The players were complaining an elbow into her nose there. Corner kick though again.
Yeah. Warning signs. West Ham are definitely having a go now. Looks like as well that they're bringing on another sub, so they really want to try and get something out of this game. Important 10 minutes for both teams.
In comes the corner again. Tegan Micah. Didn't quite know where that was going to go. Gorry. Zadorsky. It's a hanging ball in.
Yeah, I think if that was on her left foot, she would have felt a bit more comfortable. But really important defender by Fisk. Because I think it was Brynja's Dottir behind her, and we know how good she is in the air, and Fisk does really well on the initial corner to clear that away.
So, going to be a change. Asai going off, and Princess Adam Louis is coming on.
What a name.
So Princess Adam Louis is on. Up top.
Yeah, I think Asai's had moments. She's a real threat, but I like her further up the pitch in that number 9 role. And I think where she's having to play at West Ham at the moment, I think she's wasted. I think she needs to be in that number 9 role because they need goals. And I think they've been really struggling with that. But the player coming on is quick, direct. They can have a go last 10 minutes.
Smith. Adam Louis trying to get there with her first touch. She's got there before Fisk. And West Ham will get another corner.
Well, straight away she's had an impact. Stretching in behind. Does well to win a corner here. And
they're still fighting, Leanne Skinner's side.
It's a shame they haven't shown more of this throughout the game, to be honest. It's a shame it's taken them really till, 80 plus minutes to have a go.
Because that would have suited Liverpool better as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, allow them to have more space, absolutely.
There's been no space out there at times, has there? But West Ham have a corner, and it will be the Colombian Manuela Parvi to take. And Princess Adam Louis really making a handful of herself since coming on.
Yeah, well defended by Liverpool again.
Got to keep this defending up here, the Reds.
Yeah, West Ham have some real threats now in that penalty area, and Liverpool have to be aware of that. But so far, they've defended it really well.
And it will be Smith to take the corner. West Ham ending this game strongly, looking for an equaliser. Dangerous ball cleared away. Brynjar's Dottir. Smith just took her eye off the ball. Back in by Parvi and away by Bartel. Gorry. Bartel winning the ball back. Taylor Hines. Oh, and with Hines out of position, they're in behind here. This is real dangerous. And Oweki coming in. Brilliant defensive header by Grace Fisk.
What a header that was. Absolutely brilliant. That's pretty much as big as scoring a goal, to be honest, because the position that West Ham were in right there. Gorry, beautiful ball, dinked in. You can see here they win it back. It's a great ball by Hanshaw. And this is a brilliant ball here by Gorry. 2 of them ready to score, and Fisk, that is a really brave header by her. Massive moment.
That happened there when Taylor got dragged into midfield and there was no cover at left back.
And people need to recognise that though, Steve, as well. They have to fill in. If players are caught out of position, you need to recognise that and get back in, helping your teammates out.
Bit too close for comfort, that one. But Liverpool still lead 1-0. Just haven't been able to get the second goal. Kerry Holland winning a free kick. Waste some more minutes.
Yeah, good play by Kerry Holland. Just gets her ball, can feel the pressure and then goes down. You could say it's quite clever play, to be honest, but it kills a bit of time, kills a bit of momentum.
Fisk again. Daniels. Parvey got back at it. The Belgian still trying to win it here. Parvey. Yana continues the run, but unfortunate that really. Oh, not the best of passes from Holland. Smith. Uweki. Holland is there for Liverpool. Yana Daniels. Less than 2 minutes remain of this WSL encounter.
Yeah, I think Liverpool just need to do as well as they can to keep on to this ball. You know, get it in the corners, keep possession, kill the momentum completely. Just don't allow West Ham to create anything, and that's exactly what you don't need to do to give away cheap possession like that.
Brynjar's dot here. Good defending by Evans, but West Ham still fighting hard. Smith. Martinez. Uweki's in the middle.
Poor ball. Yeah, created it really well. Got into a good position out wide, but I think the problem for West Ham is the players that you want in the box are always not in the box. They're the ones delivering. Martinez, you know, you don't want her out wide. You want her in the box, getting on the end of things. But credit to Liverpool, they're doing well. You know, it's going to be a tough last few minutes, but just need to try and get it into the corner, be strong. When it goes up to the front too, can you hold it and keep possession for the team?
Beardy kicking every ball down there.
Yeah, I bet you is. He'll be celebrating big fist pumps if he can get 3 points today, because I think he knows it's very important.
And Fisk again, under pressure by Uweki. West Ham force another corner. Nervy ending to this by Liverpool.
Yeah, it is. Initially, I thought it was really good defending there by Fisk. She gets her body across Uweki really well, and I actually thought she could potentially kick it out for maybe a throw-in to try to prevent a corner.
Now all eyes will be on how much stoppage time. There will be 4 minutes of it. Liverpool 4 minutes away. And Smith with an in-swinger here for West Ham. The added aerial ability of Roman Hogg in there helping out for Liverpool. Oh, Tegan Micah didn't get it, and Uweki leaning back. Oh. Uweki has got a bad habit of scoring late goals against Liverpool. Had a chance again there.
Yep, she sure did. There's a bit of heart in mouth moment there. It's a great corner, similar to what Liverpool have been doing. Whipped in on Tegan Micah, and she does well there. And Uweki, I mean, that's a poor finish, you know, for someone of her quality. But again, I talk about she's had a tough 90 minutes today, but she's leaning back. It's almost like she didn't expect it, but a good number 9, you know, expects that to happen, and then that's what, she's 5-6 yards out. It's a tap in. To not even hit the target there's pretty poor.
Has to go down as a big let off that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hines. Olivia Smith still running up there. Hanshaw gets away from Fuka Nagano. So Leanne Kiernan with the only goal. What have you made of it, Tash Dowie?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been the best game of football in the world, but if we can get the 3 points, I don't particularly care, to be honest. I think Liverpool first half were pretty comfortable. West Ham did have a couple of key moments, key opportunities. I think second half, West Ham have definitely had a go. The later on the game's become, and it definitely has been an edgy end to the game. But I think overall, Liverpool deserve to win this game. I think they've looked like they've wanted to have a bit more of a go, and it's only really been, 75 plus minutes that West Ham have come at Liverpool. But a clean sheet would be really nice. 3 points, after losing 5 of 6 in the league. I think is really important. Winning at home is really important, and it just gives us that bit of breathing space that I think's needed in the league.
Absolutely, especially when we came into this one with Liverpool just 1 point ahead of West Ham in the table now, and to build that gap between the bottom half is big, that for the Reds today. A brilliant performance midweek with the 5-0 in the Adobe Women's FA Cup. Rugby Borough up next away for Liverpool next at the weekend.
And that's a great opportunity
FA
to
Cup.
go on and get 3 wins from 3. 2 clean sheets so far, hopefully. You expect them to beat Rugby Borough and to not concede. So again, that's really important momentum.
But Leanne Kiernan's goal against their former club, separating the 2 teams here today. Important moment for Kiernan as well, getting her opportunity again to start and getting the goal. That's all you can ask for. Gorry. Hines got back to clear. Not long to go now. West Ham will just plant it into the box. Tegan Micah punches it clear. And Liverpool win the free kick. And you think, Tash Dowie, that should be that.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, well done to Tegan Micah. Good punch. Brave punch as well, because it wasn't a bad ball into the box. Lots of bodies in and around the area. And hopefully a really important 3 points.
Rowan Hogg trying to flick it on towards Smith again. It's a big 3 points for Matt Beard and Liverpool FC Women. It's a great way to bounce back after last week's very disappointing loss at the King Power. They've generated a gap between themselves and West Ham. A double over the Hammers this week. 5-0 in the FA Cup, 1-0 in the league. This one was probably best be described as a hard-fought win for Liverpool. Leanne Kiernan scoring again after scoring in midweek against their former club West Ham. Brilliant play by Kerry Holland to set it up, and a wonderful finish by Kiernan. Really was a lovely moment for her to get her first league goal this season. Liverpool could have extended their lead second half. Taylor Hines hit the bar. Jonna Daniels' cross-come shot brought an excellent save out of Semic. While at the other end late on, a wonderful challenge by Grace Fisk inside her own penalty area denied West Ham a late equaliser as they went for it the away side with a series of corners. But Liverpool held on to get a big win. It finished here at full time today. Liverpool 1, West Ham United 0. Natasha Dowie, sum that up for us.
Yeah, sum it up, just looking at people's body languages. Liverpool look really happy. I think it's a big win. There's still a lot to play for this season, Steve. We're doing well in the FA Cup. Can we bring some silverware back to Liverpool? I think there's an opportunity to try and push up the table and to get as near to those kind of top 3 and 4 as we possibly can. And winning at home is always important. We want to get more bums on seats. We want to get people coming to St Helens here to watch the team play, and winning games is going to do that. No injuries, players getting minutes. Like we talked about, Leanne Kiernan as a number 9, scoring is important, so that's 2 and 2 for her. So lots of positives. It wasn't the most exciting game in the world, but it's 3 points, and to be honest, I don't care.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it, to get the win?
It is. There's no better feeling than winning games, and it has been an up and down season for the girls. So to win back-to-back games, 2 clean sheets back-to-back, I think there's lots of positives to take.
Right then, folks, let's look back at the best of the action. We start with the goal. Leanne Kiernan got it. Great moment for her too. She's been saying a lot, I wanted desperate to get my first goal in the league this season. She got it today, and it owes a great deal of thanks to some brilliant play by Kerry Holland here.
Yeah, well, she likes playing against West Ham, doesn't she, her old team, because she always seems to score against them. But it's front foot, and I talk about it. I think Kerry Holland was one of Liverpool's best players today. She's always involved, she's full of energy, she can run all day. But it's not just that, it's the quality of the ball. It really is. The defenders can't defend that, because if they stick their foot out, it's an own goal. And the way that she's whipped that, even if Kiernan doesn't get a touch on it, potentially that goes in. There's so much pace on it, and that is a striker's dream. All she has to do is just help it on, and it's a really good finish.
That will mean a lot to her, won't it?
It will,
First
you
league
can tell.
goal.
Yeah, you can tell from the celebration she's happy, and she is, like I said, she's someone that just wants to play now, wants to play, get more goals, after her injuries and the problems that she's had. I think for her now it's just about consistency. Getting more minutes, more goals as number 9 for Liverpool is really important.
And then just before half-time, Liverpool very nearly doubled their advantage. The set pieces have been really good in recent games. Herbinger back from injury, and you've got Julia Bartel also very good at delivering set plays. And from this one, coming up here, Jenna Clark is a little bit unfortunate, really.
Yeah, she was. I think in the end she actually ended up turning her back on it and it hit the back of her head. But for someone of Jenna Clark and her aerial ability and her height, she towers over everyone, and she was really unlucky to not get more on this and to potentially make it 2-0. She's hit those kind of areas. Yeah, and that's probably, to be honest, she had a one in the first half. This was even a better chance, to be honest, because she times it really well. She's facing the ball, eyes are on the ball. She's under not much pressure, but she just hasn't, I don't think she's believed in it enough, if I'm being honest, Steve. She needs to head that back across goal and get more on it, and you can tell there she's disappointed she hasn't made it 2-0.
Yeah, it was a big moment to try and get it to 2-0, that wasn't it, from Jenna Clark. And Leanne Kiernan as well, coming up with the next opportunity we're going to look at, Tash. And Kiernan very close to making it 2-0. You just felt she maybe just didn't believe in herself maybe a bit more here that she was going to score.
Yeah, and I think that's going to come. She obviously she got her goal today, but I think the more goals she scores, she won't even think about this as an opportunity or literally be touch hit. But here, I think the touch, she has to then whip that, not laces, with the inside of her foot, whip it across goal into the far corner. That's where the keeper, would really be struggling. And then if she makes the save, people can get rebounds. But that was just execution was off.
And then Liverpool very nearly made it 2-0. This is unlucky. Great move, this. It's a brilliant cross from Lucy Parry at right wing-back. And then her fellow wing-back, Taylor Hines, smashes one against the crossbar.
Yeah, this was lovely play. And again, Kerry Holland in those pockets, driving, full of energy. Lovely ball out with pace. Paz does brilliant here, touches it out of her feet. And the ball, that is just delightful. Whipped in. It's just asking to be scored, to be honest. Taylor Hines, the technique for it is very good. If anything, if I'm being ultra critical, could she potentially just cushion it back across goal for Bartel to maybe get a tap in here? You see here, it's whipped in, little cushion back, and I think it's Bartel and Kiernan that potentially could get on the end of it, but very close.
Yeah, that was so close for Liverpool to extending the lead, and you felt at that particular moment, if that had actually gone in, that would have been game over, because you didn't feel West Ham really carried enough threat after that. And then as the game begins to end into the final stages, Jana Daniels, who came on for Lucy Parry here, a cross-come shot, we'll call it.
Yeah, absolutely. If she had scored it, she would have definitely said it was a shot, but this was definitely a cross. But again, Jana's got this in her bag as well. She's technically a very good player, can play anywhere on the pitch. I don't think there's many positions that she hasn't played, but you can see there's 4 players in the box. She's just trying to deliver that into the box for Hogg, and the keeper actually there does really well, because I don't think anyone kind of expected it to kind of be going towards goal. So to be able to backpedal, really good footwork and a strong hand. But yeah, credit to Jana there. Nearly got it.
Oh, so unlucky.
Great save.
It was a good save by the Polish goalkeeper there, wasn't it? She did extremely well. But then, as you say, West Ham rallied as we thought they might. They made changes. They brought an awkward centre forward on who caused 1 or 2 problems. They got a succession of corners, and they very nearly got an unlikely equaliser. But Grace Fisk, you said in commentary, Tash, this is almost as good as a goal.
It is, and she's been Liverpool's standout player over the last couple of weeks, especially in that central role. I think she's been really strong. And we talk about in moments games, strikers, Leanne Kiernan will be remembered today for getting the winning goal. Defenders don't often get remembered. But I tell you what, Fisk, like I said, this is goal saving. It's 2 players attacking the cross, and she ends up flicking it away, and it is brilliant. It really is.
Yeah,
it's a shame we can't see it.
I think there must be 1 or 2 technical issues there, meaning we can't see that Grace Fisk super defensive header clearance away, but we can assure you it was.
It was
if you
brilliant.
Remember it well. It's as good as a goal, as Tat Stowie said. We've got it now. They've woken up.
You see here, there's 2 or 3 players lining up. Martinez behind her, Uweki as well. Free header, 1 yard out. This is a goal if Fisk isn't there. And it's not just the defensive, it's brave. She hasn't just got height and distance on it away in a good area. It's also brave. And credit to her. She's a top player, great signing, player of the year last year, and she started played really well this season so far.
Yeah, and I think we could also have a look at the updated WSL table. As we said at the start of the play, Liverpool were just a point ahead of the Hammers, but as we can see now, I think, hopefully, they put the batteries in, we might be able to see the league table.
Yeah, and it's looking not as nice as we would like to see, but I think the 3 points obviously allows us then just to move points-wise a little bit further away, and you see West Ham drop down. So it's a massive 3 points. And I think as well, if you look at probably bar the top 4, Tottenham and Brighton are definitely chaseable. We can chase those down and then do as well as we can to kind of try and push as well for that top 4 and 5.
And look at that top 3. I mean, Arsenal have been absolutely flying, but Chelsea are just Chelsea.
Yeah,
it's a different world that they are compared to all the teams in this league.
And unfortunately, it's going to get more and more like that. And you see the signings that Chelsea have brought in, in the January transfer window, having been so far ahead. They want to go for everything they do. And look, Liverpool just need to focus on themselves. It's a really positive 2 games. Can they go and win the FA Cup game, progress in that? Like I said, bring some silverware home this season for Liverpool and then try and finish the season as strong as they can.
I mean, with all the injuries this season, if you look at the table as we do now, Liverpool could easily finish in 5th. I mean, 4th last season, 5th. It wouldn't be that bad, would it?
No, absolutely not. And especially when you look at who's above you. City, United, Arsenal, Chelsea. They've been at the top consistently now for the last 8-9 years. So this is just our goal now, is to try and break into that top 4.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, folks. You've got to win. You've got to dig deep sometimes, haven't you? You can't always play fantastic football. They won 5-0 in midweek. 1-0 today. So important. Big 3 points in the WSL. Tash Dowie, goal machine. Great to see you as always.
Loved it. Great to see you, Steve.
Great stuff. Big win for Matt Beard's side. Leanne Kiernan with the winner. Thanks for your company as always, folks. It finished today. Liverpool 1, West Ham United 0.